Hello, welcome to the Soulprint Pick Your Crystal weekly reading for the week of May 30th through June 5th. So the response to these readings has been fabulous, and I thank you very, very much. I'm so glad that you're enjoying them, and they perhaps are giving you some insights or answers. So thank you very much for that. All right, so this week we're looking at three lovely crystals. I'm not going to get into names, this beautiful blue one, this really cool white one, and this lovely green. Okay, so again, it's a general reading, so I want you to just sit quietly for a second and see which crystal you are resonating to. And it may be more than one. Here we go. Let's start with the blue one, shall we? Alrighty. You've got the Nine of Pentacles, the World, and the Wheel of Fortune. Well, my goodness, my gracious, what else could you ask for in a 3-card spread? So, 2 High Arcana cards. So this is significant. This is talking about seeing yourself as successful and abundant. It is about using your manifestation skills to create literally the world that you wish to see before you. It is almost as if universe spirit is saying to you, listen, use the power of your mind, use the power of your faith and your belief structure to create the abundance around you that you want and in what area you want it in. Perhaps you are actually looking for financial abundance, or perhaps you are looking for abundance in health or career, friendship, whatever it is. Use your visualization and manifestation skills. See it as already being here, because what that's going to do is literally put you in a place where you're going to be able to almost like recreate your current world, bring things that are less abundant sort of to closure, and welcome in more abundance. And the Wheel of Fortune is here literally sort of guaranteeing that is something that you are capable and able to do. So very often when we are trying to manifest something that we feel is lacking in our life, first of all, we need to understand that our thoughts create our experiences. And so if we view something as a lack, we attract more of that very energy. So that's one thing to remember. The other thing to remember is it's very, very difficult to welcome something new if your fists are still holding tight to something old. Your hands have to be opened, not like this. They can't be a fist, because if they are, you're blocking literally the energy from coming towards you, through you, into you. So as you're thinking about what it is you want to focus your manifestation skills on this week to create more abundance in whatever area or way that means to you, make sure that you have released the old and that you are ready to welcome in the new, and make sure that you're keeping your thoughts in a very focused and positive way going forward. You never want to focus on the lack. You start by being grateful and appreciative for whatever it is you currently have, and then you grow it from there. And always, always remember, wherever you are right now in your life, you are living somebody else's goal. Think about that for a minute. There are souls out there aspiring, begging, wanting to be exactly where you are. Alrighty. For those of you who chose this incredibly lovely, we're going to call it a white stone. Let's see what we have for you. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Death card. So again, this is really sort of a good news kind of energy. It's talking about the fact that you are ready for a new beginning. You are ready to release the old, let it go, recognize that its time is over and done, and you are able now to move forward. Moving forward is going to require a decision or a choice. With the Ace of Wands here, it's asking you to pay particular attention to your thoughts, communications, the things other people say, the things you may, read or hear, because it very much feels like whatever this new beginning is that you really are ready to start creating, you're going to get some additional guidance or insight from communications. And that may very well help clear your decision. It may very well help make it easier for you to gain the clarity that you wish in order to start this new beginning. So again, not unlike the other message, it is about keeping your thoughts focused on where you're going, not where you have been. It is about thanking the current experiences for the wisdom and the guidance and the assistance that they brought you, and knowing that you are going to be receiving messages and help along the way that are going to help you in finally making a decision in terms of moving forward. And this decision really could be just about, anything. Should I take this job or that job? Should I go to that event or not? Should I open myself up to a new relationship or I'm not ready? Whatever those sort of decisions are, know that clarity and messages are coming for you that are going to help you make that decision, and that's going to allow you to be able to move forward in a new direction, ready to leave the past behind. And for those of you who picked this lovely, lovely green stone, we have the Knight of Swords, the Well, and Judgment. Whoops, I dropped Judgment. Okay, so for those of you who maybe haven't seen my readings before, or perhaps this card hasn't showed up, in the Eternal Visions deck, which is the one I use for these readings, there are 2 additional cards, and one of them is the Well, and one of them is called the Artist. So the Well talks about this being, so astrologically, we'll start with that. It resonates or corresponds to Gaia, so the Earth. It's about the birthplace of ideas. It talks about inspiration and transformation and all things from the divine, and knowledge flows freely to those who seek it. So this is an opportunity card. This is a card about creativity. This is a card about connecting with that which sort of is the earth, is the foundation, is the beginnings. And this card is very, these 3 cards are kind of very clear. They're asking you already to put aside any judgments that you may have about yourself, or in fact, perhaps another, but mostly about yourself, that have been either unfair, overly critical, or whose time has passed and you learned the lesson, you took the wisdom, and you don't need to keep going over and over and over it again. Stop the self-judgment and know that it is your time to come up with new ideas and new creativity and new ways of looking at things and seeing things. And the Knight of Swords is saying it's time for action. It's time to move forward. It's time to get your thoughts clear. It's time to get clear in your head. Perhaps this is the time where you might want to write a letter to your higher self. Maybe you want to jot down, I don't know, maybe a pros and cons list. Maybe you want to just, start writing, not really thinking, like automatic writing, like where you just sort of sit and you let your subconscious write the words to bring forward anything that may be sort of circling around subconsciously that you haven't really allowed to come to the surface. But this is powerful. This is talking about a movement forward. It's talking about it's time now to release and let go and move forward with confidence and assurity as you create a new start, a new beginning. It's interesting. All three readings are talking about this sense of it's time to let go of the past and move forward. So that's like really interesting. Maybe it's just the energy of June. Maybe it is what you can anticipate for the month ahead. But there's definitely that sense and that energy that it is time to be grateful for the past, but let it go. And embrace the future. Embrace new beginnings. Embrace discovering aspects of yourself that perhaps you were unaware of or perhaps have been sleeping for a while. It's time to wake them up. So I hope you have found this helpful and insightful. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful week full of magic, full of insights and inspiration. Bye for now.